Can MVP's triple headliner big event on Netflix truly rival the established system? What are they fighting
They're
for?
not fighting for anything. MVP doesn't do the belts. There's no belts. I got Netflix. I can watch this fight. This is gonna attract a lot more people.
Targeting a more general audience.
But don't you feel like it's a quick grab? I think they're like they're stress testing the old model. They're taking that old model of
What old model?
Of the UFC, what they have of having one headliner and having a bunch of follow-ups. It's usually that 5-round
The
fight.
headliner is Ronda Rousey, right?
What?
And Gina.
No, this is a triple headline. Honestly, I don't even. It's 3 fights that I would love. I don't even know who's. I guess it's Ronda that's headlining it. But you got Francis Ngannou, who was a UFC heavyweight champion, and then you got Nick.
He's from France, right?
Ngannou's from Cameroon. Yeah, he crazy story. That guy skipping the desert 7 times.
Oh.
Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry. These are 2 guys that I would love to see them just scrap it out. 2 brawlers. One comes from bare knuckle boxing, and the other one, Nate Diaz, is just he's not normal. He's a Diaz brother. He's
freaking Diaz brothers.
I'm just interested in the Rousey Carano fight.
So you got Diaz and Perry. I thought Diaz was like retired. I didn't think he was still fighting. And
Nate.
but who's the main event? Who's that main event?
I think it's the
would say it's
Ronda.
Ronda versus Carano. Yeah, I would have to say that because that was the first fight that came out. But to me, it is a triple headliner. You can put either one of these 3 fights on the headline, and it would be fine with the other 2 as subcards.
He showed up on AEW last week or this week, Monday or Wednesday.
A&W?
AEW.
Oh, AEW.
Yeah, she showed up on AEW. You know your AEW. But no, you see,
So Carano's been out since 2009.
9, 7, yeah, 9. Wow.
2009, and Rousey be absent since 2016. So
Yeah.
it's been a long time for Carano.
Yeah, but she's
can't
saying
box as fuck.
every day she trains, more of her things are coming back, more of her.
But at that age, man, the speed. So you look at Ronda, who's training right now, and she's doing a lot of judo. Now, so I watched this fight. She's gonna take her down. It's gonna be a lot of judo versus Carano. Carano is just standing up. She's strike, and her speed. I think Ronda's not gonna stand up and strike with her. She's gonna take her down. She's known for her armbar. She's gonna end it with the armbar. It's finito.
Yeah.
Does Carano take it to the floor? It's always she's just more of a striker.
She's a striker.
Yeah, she's more of a striker. Carano. Back in the day, she was solid. But honestly, to come back on this triple headline, I think this is a perfect example of how they're stress testing.
I would love for Gina Carano to take me down.
Okay.
Shut up, Steve.
No, but I think MVP, like they're
Sound
for
effects.
Tony.
For Tony.
Tony
This
MVP,
yeah.
triple headline.
Yeah.
You don't see that in the UFC. I think that's one of the things that MVP is going to focus on. They're going to give us a lot of big names.
Could I ask you a question? They're not only basing their fights on MMA. It's boxing. It's everything. Kickboxing. Everything. Right.
Yeah.
Their promotion will promote any type of fighting.
Let's. You want to look into it?
Then they're going to thumb wrestling and
slap competition.
That would,
A bit of everything.
Me, if I was Dana White, I'd want to like do a Hollywood like fight. You know, who's the best fighter
Celebs.
out of Hollywood's? Like, who would you say? Like, Jason Statham.
You see, that's it. You're getting the.
he actually used to be a fighter. He would kick ass.
Okay, well, Steven Seagal. Look at you guys. Steven Seagal.
he got off the chair.
He would get a beating. He's not a fighter, man.
Never mind. This kid was at last UFC with Charles Oliveira for the BMF fight.
Yeah.
His son, Seagal's son, was in the crowd. Someone said something to him. The cameras were on.
Really? Yeah.
The guy chopped him to the floor. You just pow, pow.
Really? Yeah.
Really quick, like it was nothing. And I was like,
Ooh, okay.
man, that kid has more talent than his dad.
Yeah, I don't know who else
But
you guys see in Hollywood.
It's funny.
Stallone and Dolph Lundgren.
But it's funny you see that, Steve, because this is exactly what MVP is doing.
Yeah.
It's that stardom that they're going and get
Yeah,
that
exactly.
UFC doesn't.
Mm.
They're getting the triple headlines that UFC doesn't do. It's this new.
And they're paying, which UFC doesn't do.
They're gonna pay their fighters. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna.
I think they're doing whatever UFC is doing wrong right now. They're just gonna.
Yeah.
And they jumped on the
They're riding the
Netflix.
coattails.
I think that is the
Netflix
biggest
is a big thing. Yes.
That is. It's not going to overtake UFC. I'm not saying MVP is going to be the next UFC. It's going down. UFC will always have the stronghold. But to be on Netflix, to be on a platform that
Huge.
majority have
biggest
access to.
The biggest platform.
Yeah, people that are not big,
versus-
that follow you MMA much, they're gonna watch it on Netflix.
No more pay-per-views. No more. I got Netflix. I can watch this fight. This is gonna attract a lot more people.
It's $10 a screen, man. No problem. You know what I mean? Like,
You want to compare Netflix to Paramount? We're gonna say Netflix has a lot more subscribers. I'm gonna say
They're the biggest.
They're the biggest.
They're the biggest,
So UFC is on
streaming
Paramount.
in the world.
These guys are on
YouTube
Netflix.
is.
Huh?
So
YouTube is.
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking about
between
But
Netflix and
streaming
Paramount.
service, YouTube's the biggest in terms just streaming.
No, but I'm not talking about streaming like personal. I'm talking
That's
about
what you said. The biggest streaming platform. That's what you
streaming
said.
for like not any content. I'm talking about like, movies and stuff. They're the biggest. Netflix.
Well,
I
between
just-
Netflix and Paramount, Netflix would definitely beat Paramount in subscribers. And so to have this Netflix contract on them, they have the upper hand. The only weakness that I'm going to say right now of MVP is, can they keep this consistency up of having 5 out of 6 names in a triple headline? I'm saying because the guy fighting Francis is cool, big heavyweight, but I mean, we're paying to see Francis in that fight. We're paying to see Ronda versus Gina, and we're paying to see Nate versus Mike Perry, which is just 3 separate types of fight. One is fists are gonna fly, heavyweights, and the
Speak
chicks.
for yourself. I'm paying to see Gina, and that's it.
You're paying to see Gina.
Donald Trump versus Joe Biden, baby.
Yeah, just do it. I'll watch that.
You'll watch that, yeah, baby.
But Obama on the side massaging Joe Biden. You got this. You got this, Joe.
Who's massaging Trump?
Oh my
Nobody
gosh.
No, but I don't know, guys. I'll ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
A simple question. What would you guys prefer to see? A triple headline, or let's say every week, or not every week, every month, like something like this, but no rankings, no belts,
Mhm.
or the UFC, which has a ranking system, their own ranking system, but they have belts that are distinguished in divisions.
Sure. What are they fighting? What are they fighting?
They're
for?
not fighting for anything. MVP doesn't do the belts. There's not an MVP belt.
They're targeting a more general audience.
But don't you feel like it's a quick grab and then
Yes,
there's nothing
for sure.
really to stick on, right? Like that. That's that thing that I'm trying to like. It's fun.
They're
It's eye
not. They're not
candy.
targeting a real fighting connoisseur. They're
That's
targeting
gonna stay.
the general population who already has Netflix. Might see something that's interesting because they know the celebrity and they'll watch it. Whereby that's why there's no rankings. It's more for.
You're right, Tony. You said it before. You said, Pat, the only reason I'm watching it is for Carano. That's your reason. Maybe there's someone that wants.
I was making a joke, but
but Tony, it's a serious
Yeah,
answer, and a lot of people are going to tune in to watch these 2 chicks that haven't fought in 15 years and see who's going to be the hottie of MVP.